250,000 Rand spent on renaming a street. Was it worth it? Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to News in 5. I'm your host, Joe Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. And in case you haven't heard, ladies and gentlemen, William Nicol Drive has been renamed to Winnie Mandela Drive. Why? Well, an ANC minister, whom I can't even for the life of me pronounce her name, so I'm not even going to try, said this. The DA and AfriForum want to continue the exclusion of African history and black history in this country to protect the history of Afrikaans minorities that had a negative impact on blacks, and it does not contribute to nation building. Minister N, the renaming of William Nicol Drive in Sandton to Winnie Mandela Drive is an important step in recognizing those who fought for our freedom.
I swear to God, this has got to be a joke.
The event coincided with what would have been Winnie Mandela's 87th birthday. The minister added if the government did not work on documenting the historical contribution of black people, then an uprising was likely. Okay, so let me get this straight. If we don't rename a road, then there's going to be an uprising. Are South Africans that sensitive? I can tell you what there would be an uprising for. Let's see, ANC incompetence, load shedding, unemployment, poor service delivery. Any one of those will be an excuse for uprising, not the name of a street, whom, by the way, I don't think a lot of people remember who this guy is. William Nicol was an Afrikaner nationalist and former chairperson of the Afrikaner Broederbond, an organization that produced every prime minister and state president of South Africa from the start of the apartheid regime in 1948 and even before. Look, I gotta be honest, I doubt a lot of people knew that. And so you replace that name with Winnie Mandela. And I gotta be honest, when I see Winnie Mandela, I think of this.
We have stones, we have boxes of matches. With our necklaces, we shall liberate this country.
So for those of you who may not know, necklacing was a terrible way of killing someone. It's unimaginable to even describe, and I can't really go into the details because, well, YouTube will probably take down this video. But you can Google, and it's really a horrible way to die. And this woman created that. But of course, the ANC, corporate media, legacy media, whatever you want to call them, choose to ignore that part of history. Anyways, I doubt the name Willem Nicol would have caused anyone to uprise. Also, did you have to spend 250,000 Rand to rename this road? Was it all for this? For this guy right here, who's just tearing this down with his bare hands like he's trying to be the Hulk. All you had to do was use a spanner and some tools. Also, the accusation that the DA and AfriForum are trying to exclude black or African history is a load of BS. And here's why. If you really cared about how black people in South Africa really felt about names, then why not start renaming these places? Have a look for yourself. I mean, these names are really appalling. I can't even say them, but you can Google for yourself and see just how many of these names or names like this exist in South Africa. And for the international viewers of this channel, the K word is a very derogatory term in South Africa. It's equivalent to the N-word, and some say it's even worse than the N-word. It's such a horrible word that some people have gone to jail for saying it. It's considered a hate speech crime in South Africa. And if you want to know what the word means, it's an Arabic word which means non-believer. Now, this might make it sound a lot less insulting, but in the context of what it was used for back in apartheid, it's really a disgusting term. So if there really was going to be an uprising over a name of town or road, it would be one of these places, and yet they remain. Even sometimes when we're driving on a road trip and I pass one of these towns with that word in it, it's very uncomfortable to say. I mean, imagine committing hate speech every time someone asks for your address. So knowing that names of towns and roads exist like this in South Africa, but you focus on some white name who nobody really knows, you gotta ask, who's really trying to erase whose history here? Personally, I think 250,000 Rand is a huge waste of money to rename a road. That money could have been used for other things, maybe towards fixing load shedding, or towards the education system, or towards renaming one of the towns and roads I just showed you. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd really like to know your take on this. And don't forget to check out the first run of my stand-up comedy special, Crossing the Borders. It was directed by Barry Hilton. You can watch the whole show on this channel for free. Link is in the description. If you enjoyed this content, you might enjoy these videos. Don't forget to also leave a like and share this video far and wide. And while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.